Hey guys.
Alright, welcome back. Today we're doing our top 5 horror movies. It's me, Austin, and a special guest we got here, Ashley.
My grandson.
What?
No.
Sorry.
I'm your grandson?
No.
Confused.
Probably.
Without further ado, what's your number 5, Ashley?
My number 5, probably Scream.
Scream.
I didn't get much time to prepare for this, so I was trying to rate them all in my head before I talked.
Yeah. I like that movie too.
Stage fright.
The use of comedy in this really brought the slasher genre back. What about you?
I'll give you a copy.
Well, you know, it was written by Kevin Williamson, did Dawson's Creek.
Oh.
Yeah.
My number 5 would probably be The Birds.
Birds.
I do like that one.
Yeah, that one, Alfred Hitchcock, 1963
63.
classic.
Yep.
My number 5 would be Wolf Creek, and not many people have heard of this one. I can't remember the killer's name, but he is one of the most underrated and best horror movie
Is that that
killers.
Australian Outback
Yeah,
guy?
of all time.
Outback
I love
Steakhouse.
that. I love that movie.
Oh, now that ain't gonna kill ya. Yeah, that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ashley, what's your number 4?
Psycho 2.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yes.
I just saw that a couple weeks ago, and I liked Psycho 2.
Yeah. I like Psycho, but I like Psycho 2. It's a little bit more.
Yeah,
It's kind of hokey. I like hokey.
Yeah.
Pokey pokey.
Hokey pokey.
I was watching a video the other day reviewing it, and the guy slipped up, and instead of saying Norman Bates, he went through the movie review calling him Norman Osborn from Spider-Man.
Oh, no.
So, and no one caught on except for one person.
I mean, I would almost pay to see Willem Dafoe do a shot-by-shot remake.
Yeah.
Of the movie.
What about you, Austin? What's your number 4?
My number 4 would probably be Scream.
Scream.
I'd
Again.
say Wes Craven was a little busy doing his movies.
Well,
With the
Scream was inspired by a movie that came out just 2 years earlier, Wes Craven's New Nightmare, which is my third favorite one in the Nightmare on Elm Street series, and it brung it into real life, so they just decided to make a whole franchise devoted to bringing it into real life.
Sort of metaphysical, people are aware.
My number 4 is Psycho. It changed so much over the last week. Psycho, Alfred Hitchcock classic. I loved it. It was a great twist when you found out who the real killer was. 1960. It was a pretty good movie. What's your number 3, Ashley?
I'm gonna go with Michael Powell's Peeping Tom, also from 1960.
Wow.
It does not get,
Yeah.
I think, all the credits that
Isn't
Psycho
that-
gets. It actually came out, I think, a little bit before Psycho, but it was actually the first movie really to like take you into the killer's point of view. It actually ruined Michael Powell's career. He didn't work very much after that, and then only later was it sort of hailed as a
Isn't
classic.
that the one where he like kills woman and he like records them?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's gonna make a movie of all his
Yeah,
kills.
he's recording Fear.
That was a great 60s horror movie.
Yes.
It's not. You're right. It's not held in the same regard as Psycho, but it should be because it's a very good movie. Not on my top 5, but very good movie.
Well, Hitchcock was an established director at that point,
Yeah.
known as the master of horror, and Michael Powell wasn't really. So if you say Michael Powell and Alfred Hitchcock in the same sentence, people are going to be like, okay, I know who Alfred Hitchcock is, but I don't know who Michael blah 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 is.
You should go to school with me. People don't even know who Alfred Hitchcock is.
Well, that's because you're young.
I say Alfred Hitchcock, they think is that the one who? Oh, that's the one who directed Spider-Man.
That's the one who directed Spider-Man.
Sam Raimi.
Yes. Oh, Sam Raimi. He's a great one too. What's your number 3?
My number 3 would probably be Dracula, 1931. Played by Bela Lugosi,
Bela Lugosi. It also had Edward Van Sloan and Dwight Fry.
who also played in Frankenstein, right?
Yeah, Edward Van Sloan and Dwight Fry were simultaneously making 2 movies at the same time. I think both of them had a better performance in Dracula than Frankenstein, though. My number 3 is Evil Dead. Or Army of Darkness, actually. Directed by Sam Raimi. I loved all 3 of the original. Didn't like the remake. And I also liked the TV show, what they're doing with it now. Sam Raimi, a great director. He even did Spider-Man later on. But he went back to Evil Dead, and he's the producer of Ash vs. Evil Dead, which is on Netflix now, too.
Yeah.
So, what's your number 2, Ashley?
John Carpenter's Halloween, 1978.
Wow.
Wow. That makes it on my list.
It just changed the genre so much.
It made the genre what it is.
It had a very distinct pattern of build up, tension, and then release, and then build up, tension, and then release.
And I didn't watch this till this Halloween.
Really?
I was too scared to watch it, and I had never watched it.
And he says not a lot.
It's just amazing what he could do without a bunch of blood and gore, because if you look at what followed, 1980 with Friday the 13th Part 1, they really nailed you to the back of the theater with all the blood and gore. Of course, Tom Savini did all of that.
And the first kill I didn't really like in the series because it looked like the guy just squished a tomato over his stomach.
Yeah, that was kind of hokey. But I mean, I like gore, but what he did without gore and just with, pure tension building, I thought was really incredible and totally changed the genre forever.
My number 2 would be Black Christmas, 1974.
That one, that was a great movie. 1974, same year Texas Chainsaw came out. Great horror movie. One of the I like it too. And
it's like the ending is so good. I'm not gonna spoil it, but
it's great.
Yeah.
And that leads me to my number 2. Black Christmas, 1974. Billy the Killer.
Naughty!
Wrong movie.
I had to say that.
That's another good one though.
Yeah. Which doesn't make my list.
But it's about Billy who's going around killing everyone, but we never actually see Billy until the remake, which don't check out for your sanity. Don't check out.
It's bad.
What's your number 1?
Nightmare on Elm Street, 1984.
Wow.
It's so good.
The same year Gremlins came out.
Yeah, that was good.
I mean, 84, it was so imaginative, and just the stuff Wes Craven at that point was already an established director, and he had been trying to make that movie for a long time, and no one wanted to do it until he went to New Line Cinema, which at that point was basically just Robert Shea and whatever films he could put in his trunk and cart around. But I mean, they really built it from the ground up, and that movie single-handedly rebuilt New Line Cinema, which is why they call it in the industry the house that Freddy built.
And New Line Cinema, I believe they got the rights to Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
They had to borrow those from Paramount, yeah.
By Part 8 or Part 9? I think Part 9 because
Freddy vs. Jason's when they.
It was
Part 9
It
was
came in Part 9 because
Part 9 was when they were all crappy movies until Freddy vs. Jason, because Part 9 and Jason X, terrible movie.
I mean, if you like hokey though, Jason X is pretty incredible. I can appreciate a good humor in movies.
It is pretty cool once you actually.
I mean, Part 8 should be called Jason on a Boat.
Yeah.
And
Jason in Space.
Jason. Oh, and they're actually doing Chucky. The 8th movie. It's gonna be Chucky in space. Don Mancini took it to space. So.
Is Brad Dourif coming back for that?
Yes, Brad Dourif.
Let's hope so. Because we don't want Chucky sounding like a midget in space.
Well, That's what the end
Let's
of.
pray for the best of the movie.
That's what the end of Cult was. It being because Jennifer Tilly, who's Tiffany, I guess, kind of,
Apparently.
maybe, and Nika, who's now one of the Chucky dolls. I can't remember which. I think it was
I think
Buzzcut
it was-
Chucky or
no,
Buzzcut
Buzzcut
Chucky
died.
was
He
killed
died.
by Alex Spence.
Andy.
Andy.
Played by Alex Spitz.
But so it's confusing, and now they're taking that confusion up to space with them for Chucky in space.
Like you do.
I mean, Pinhead's been up there, Leprechaun's been up there, Jason's been up there,
Terrible.
Chucky's gonna be up there. I got an idea.
I demand Freddy in space.
Put Freddy up there.
Yep. Let's put Freddy in space.
Actually,
I just killed you.
that could be a good movie because with A Nightmare on Elm Street, it's not about the world they're in, the setting they're in.
Mhm.
It's about that if they're in space, in their dream, they could be at a movie theater on Earth.
Well, I mean, and Freddy has no limitations in the physical world, so he can basically, I mean, teenage astronauts go to space and they dream. Freddy in
Your
space.
girlfriend's here. I'll be back for you.
And I think that the movie shouldn't just be kill after kill after kill. I think, like they did in Freddy, they have to start scaring him. They've heard the legend, so he appears in their dreams, and he sees them, but he doesn't have enough power to start killing them till maybe an hour, maybe 45 minutes in. That way you can just build up this storyline of how he needs to make them scared. He needs to keep popping up in their dreams every time they go to
Well,
sleep.
because he has no power without fear,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And what's
Sure.
your number one, Austin?
My number one is Psycho. I'm gonna give a couple honorable mentions that did not make my list.
I have honorable mentions as well.
Alright.
You go first.
Well, no, let's get.
Yeah, we'll go number ones and then we'll. What's yours?
My number one is Psycho, 1962, directed by Alfred Hitchcock. And fun fact, when they did the shower scene, they
It was,
didn't actually use blood. It
chocolate
was chocolate syrup.
I actually knew that.
Yeah.
They used chocolate syrup in Night of the Living Dead 2, Bosco chocolate syrup on like.
Yeah, Night of the Living
Ham.
Dead is Night of the Living
Just
Dead
gross.
is really good, but it did not make my list, so that's an honorable mention. Same with Friday the 13th. That didn't make my list either. Really
And
good movie, but
for-
that's an honorable mention.
For me, my number one, was a hard debate, but I had to give it to this. Psycho 4, A New Beginning. That was what it was titled.
Really? Yeah.
Because it was just, they showed us something that's not really happened. It's this, and there's not much gore in it, but it's Norman who's married now, and he's trying to go through this, he's starting to go through this mental breakdown.
And he's telling the story to CCH Pounder on the phone. Yeah. I
And
know.
he's
stop it
trying
up.
to,
If any
And
of
he-
you guys
he
see
tried-
Thanksgiving out there,
no.
it's bad. Don't.
Um,
If you guys haven't seen Thanksgiving, don't watch it.
No,
It's
Ginger Dead Man is also terrible. Don't watch that.
oh god.
don't watch Thanksgiving. It's kind of stupid. It's
Don't watch
kind of
Jack
messed up.
Frost.
Don't watch Jack
but-
Frost.
Silent Night, Deadly Night is good though.
Yeah,
I
oh,
love
yeah.
that. That was
Naughty!
that was my favorite Christmas horror movie.
It's holiday themed.
Yeah.
Naughty!
But like I was saying, it's this mental breakdown that Norman's going through, and he tries to kill his wife, but in the end, happy ending. He doesn't kill his wife. He finally gets to live the life he wanted to live.
Look, in all reality, you said 10 minutes, but in all reality, it's
So,
like
what are your
15 minutes.
honorable mentions?
Honorable mentions. Friday the 13th Part 2. Really like that one.
Halloween Rejected, Jason.
Basically. And then the remake of It, because I
Part 5.
really, really liked that movie.
Friday the 13th, Part 5
Oh.
is another honorable mention.
Speaking
as
of-
Jason
Nightmare
versus
on Elm Street
Carrie.
4. Also.
Speaking of the 2017 It, show him your tattoo.
Oh.
She got a toy boat on it because she loved the movie It so much. That's a devoted horror movie lover there.
I am a devoted horror movie lover.
Maybe you should be in more videos.
This is the
We'll have
second.
to see.
This is
We'll have to
only the second person we've ever found who actually likes this, and the other one's a 9-year-old
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
had better plans for Chucky than-
This is like
who had better
the
friends.
weirdest, not like, this is like the most out of the blue type friend type meeting, whatever. We were standing in line talking about horror movies and the
and
Christmas and a Christmas party.
and then
And he was like, "I like horror movies too. I've seen."
And then he did this. He did.
The Invisible. Oh, another honorable mention: The Invisible Man.
And he did this
Frankenstein.
great Chucky laugh.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny.
I'm still better at the Freddy laugh though.
Your girlfriend's here.
Welcome
I'll
to
be
my
back for
world
you.
now.
Yep.
But my honorable mentions go to The Shining by Stanley Kubrick
That's a good one.
and The Thing by John Carpenter.
Remake.
It's a remake.
Well, some remakes are good.
Some remake.
House of Wax with Vincent Price in 1953 is actually a remake.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, The Strange Case of
Mystery at the Wax Museum.
yeah. I didn't get a chance to watch that, but I hear it's a great movie, so I'm gonna have to check that out because I heard that and I thought, is that the House of Wax that they were talking about? I thought that came out in the 50s.
I got a lot of honorable mentions. Now that you're bringing up stuff, I'm like, oh, there's another
I'm
honorable
sorry.
mention.
And Silent Night, Deadly Night, great movie also.
I also have another one, George A. Romero. Did I put another one?
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet.
But mine is my favorite. Oh, and Return of the Living Dead. That's
has
nothing to do with the
Romero.
Night of the Living Dead films,
Yeah.
but
It's
still
like-
all around a good
Yeah.
horror
and
movie
those zombies specifically
with.
feed on brains.
And if you cut their arm off, their arm will just walk
Yeah,
away
and you can't
And-
you can't kill them with a you can't kill them with a blow to the head. Can't
because it's the nervous system, not the brain. And I think those zombies are actually, and 28 days later and 28 weeks later.
You guys
Great.
just got started on a zombie tangent, didn't you?
What?
You guys just got started on a zombie tangent.
Yeah, we're gonna
Probably.
have to make me. You can be in it if you want, but we're gonna make a movie of the best zombie films.
Oh wait, we can get your number. We can call you. We can do
No.
videos like that.
But
Oh my gosh.
welcome to the new welcome the new
Welcome
mainstay to the channel, Ashley.
Hi.
just
She's the only one who will actually talk horror with us, except for that kid Russell.
Wrap it up, boys. I gotta get back to work.
All right.
this is work.
And Get Out is another good one.
Yeah, that's another honorable mention. Same with Happy Death Day.
Happy Death Day.
Happy Death Day.
This year was actually a good year for horror.
Yeah, it
And
was.
Jeepers Creepers 2, and Jeepers Creepers 3. All three of them are good.
So annoyed. Just
You've seen
hurry
them?
up.
Have you seen them?
Seen what?
Jeepers Creepers
3.
series?
Mhm. Yeah.
Which one was your favorite?
I like the original.
Mine is the second one.
I like the second
I
one
like
better.
the first one
Mm-hmm.
the worst. Because I like the third one.
Usually sequels aren't really that good.
But it was a great one. So, say like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Say bye, Ashley.
Bye.
Just bye. I hated this video.
I didn't hate it.
Stay awesome. We're gonna get off here. Bye.
Bye.